Hey guys, welcome back to Cobra Kai Karate. Today here for a brand new video. We're starting a series, and it's going to be called Cobra Kai Talk, where I bring on Cobra Kai creators, and we just talk about Cobra Kai and anything, really. So if there's any Cobra Kai creators that's watching this, and you guys want to come on, make sure you put in the comments down below, and we'll definitely try to get you on. But today we're here for first person. How you doing?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing great as well. And I actually did a video with him before. I think like like a week, maybe a month ago. I'm not exactly sure. And yeah, I'll put his channel link in the description, and everyone go check him out. But me and him are both Cobra Kai creators. We both make videos about Cobra Kai. We're both a huge fan of the show. So I guess we're just gonna start talking about Cobra Kai and everything else. So um before all right, yeah. So I would I've made a lot of theory videos, and I'm trying to post a video on my channel every day, and it's really hard to do, but I am trying to. So I know you made a couple theory videos. What do you think out of every theory that you heard, theory that you made? What is one of the theories? What is one of the Cobra Kai season theories that you're most confident in? The one that you believe in the most?
The one that I believe in the most would have to be like the one that they say Mike Barnes is coming back because I really want to see him come back too. So I really hope he does.
I agree. I think Cobra Kai Zone. He said this before. During every end of a season, they set up a character. So the end of season one, they set up John Kreese. Season two, they did Allie Mills. Season three, they did Terry Silver, and then season four, I believe they're doing Mike Barnes. And yeah, I think it's gonna be great. Um, and I know a lot of people are saying Julie Pierce might get in there, and I think they'll like set her up at the end. And I made a few video where she might come into season five, but I don't know because if Mike Barnes coming back, I think he's gonna be like a main person coming back. It won't be like Chosen, where he's in like a couple episodes then leaves. But in season three, they bring back Chosen and Allie, but they only had him in for like a couple episodes. They're only like a main character of this show. And I think if Julie Pierce comes in, she'll be a main character, and so will Mike Barnes. So I don't think they'll both come back. Um, but yeah, um, I right now at the moment I am making a couple films. I just finished a little short film today, and one of the things I'm working on, which I'll just say it right now because why not? I am working on. I want to make like a season five episode one, so it'll be like 15 minutes long, and I will make like an episode of what I want Cobra Kai season five episode one to be like, and I'll play as the characters and everything. So yeah, I'm trying to figure that out. Like if I was writing the script, that's what I'm trying to do. So yeah, that's why I love talking to Cobra Kai creators. I like to hear their ideas, what they want for season five. So for episode one, what do you think the opening scene is going to be in episode one? Do you think it'll be Mike Barnes like with Terry Silver? I have my thing written down what I think the opening scene will be, but I'm curious. What do you think the opening scene of season five is going to be?
Well, I mean it kind of ended with what's it called, Chosen coming back. So I think they'll open up with that and Chosen and Daniel basically bowing to each other and then looking at their students and talking to them, just kind of how like they did with Johnny and Daniel at the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
And Chosen probably will say like, "I'm gonna teach you the more offensive way of Miyagi Do."
Yeah, I think they could do that. Really, season five could open with anything, any storyline. It depends which one they want to focus on the most. In episode one, for me, I think it'll start out with Miguel in New Mexico. I think it'll start out in there, and yeah, I think that that's where it'll start out. But I do think it could end. I think it could end with Joseph because there's a lot of stuff to pick up on. You have to pick up on with the Miguel, with the Robbie and Johnny, with Cobra Kai, Terry Silver, with John Kreese inside jail, and then also you have to pick up on um, with Chosen and Daniel and all that stuff. So yeah, there's a lot of stuff they have to pick up on, and I'm curious which one they pick up first. And who knows, maybe they'll start with Mike Barnes. I actually think Mike Barnes won't come till the end. I don't think it'll be in episode one. I think at the ending thing of season the ending of season 1 episode the end of episode 1 season 5 will be chosen. I mean, not chosen. Terry Silver calling Mike Barnes. That's what I think it's gonna be. I think he'll come in at like episode 2. Um, yeah, but that's one of the things I'm curious. Is he gonna come in good? Is he gonna come in bad? Because I think he's coming in for sure. I mean, I think it's basically confirmed he's coming in. I think it's 100% sure. How he's coming in, when he's coming in, that's like the real question. And yeah, I don't know. But yeah, I'm not exactly sure. But I do want to talk about this. One of the big things that's going to be in season 5, I think, is going to be just father and son relationship, or just father and kid relationship. I think there's a lot that they do there. They could do stuff with Robbie and Johnny, Miguel and his real dad, and then you also have Tori, that, and then Tori and maybe John Kreese, because I think they had a really good um, relationship in Cobra Kai, and I'm curious how Tori's going to accept that John Kreese is in jail. Since you're like a huge Tori fan, um, and you probably know Tori better than I do, what do you think Tori's going to do when she finds out that John Kreese is in jail? How's she going to react to that? What is she going to do? What is she going to do with that? What do you think?
Well, I'm pretty sure she'll cry maybe a little bit, but also she might like try really hard to get evidence on Silver that he was the one who actually beat up Stingray,
Yeah,
and she might rat him out to Daniel and Johnny.
yeah, that's what I thought. I was thinking like early episodes, she gets very mad at Terry Silver and just leaves. I don't know if she'll leave Cobra Kai that early. I do think she will leave Cobra Kai, but eventually she'll get mad at Terry Silver because she just wanted to win at something in life, and then Terry Silver really ruined that whole opportunity for her, and everything. He just ruined everything for her. And I think she'll go visit John Kreese when she finds out he's in jail. And do you think John Kreese will tell Tori the truth of what happened, or do you think he'll just keep it to himself? Or what do you think he's gonna do with that?
Well, they do have like a father-daughter relationship, so I do think Chris might tell her because he trusts her like that.
Hmm. Yeah, one thing I want to see is Tori trying to get evidence. Like she goes on like her own little mission trying to get John Kreese out. And that's one of the little stories we can go with, because I think when Robbie leaves, if because it is confirmed in season 5, Robbie is going to leave with Miguel to go find his dad, or find Miguel and his no, Robbie's going to leave with Johnny to go find Miguel and his dad. So I think during that time, Tori, we're going to discover and explore more Tori's family life, because they're setting up in season 4 with her aunt. Then you talk about her dad a little bit, and then I think we'll get a lot more stuff like with her mom and everything. And I do think this is the season, as sad as this is. I think this may be the season where her mom dies. They've been setting up for a while, and even with everything like the stakes being higher with the aunt and everything, I think that might happen. Not sure when, but I think it will happen. And maybe Amanda can try to become like a mother figure to her, because they had a great. I love their relationship in season 4, and I think it's gonna keep on going in a good direction. But um, I think when Robbie gets back, I actually think Miguel and I think Miguel's gonna see his dad. They're gonna bond for a while. Johnny's gonna come there. Robbie's gonna come there, and I think they might take the dad to back to L.A. I know it sounds a little crazy, but I think they might do that. And when they do that, I do think that Robbie and Miguel will get a better relationship. Um, Maybe he will be good for a while, but I think eventually along the lines, Miguel's dad is going to do something where he like maybe attacks Miguel or something. He does something bad, and Johnny's going to have to defend him, and he's basically going to have to let Miguel's going to have to let his dad go, and I think that could really strengthen Miguel and Johnny's relationship. But I think when they come back, Johnny and Robbie. I think Robbie, he will join Eagle Fang with him now that he has more respect for his dad and maybe more respect for Miguel. And I think if Robbie's gonna go there, and Tori's not really good with Cobra Kai, and Robbie and them are dating, I think we might see Tori go to Eagle Fang as well. And when um when John Kreese gets out of jail, which I do think will happen. I don't know how long, but I think he will get out of jail. I think he will try to go team up with Johnny, but he basically does not listen. And at that time, Tori's at Eagle Fang, and I think Tori will leave with John Kreese, and maybe John Kreese opens his own dojo. I don't know. Not everything. Not people do not always have to open a dojo every time they split up. Maybe he. I don't know what John Kreese do. Do you think when he gets out, he'll try to open a dojo? Do you think he'll try to get Cobra Kai back? What do you think John Kreese is gonna try to do when he gets out of jail?
Yeah, I actually did think he might open his own dojo just like Johnny did. But I do think he will try to get Cobra Kai back from Terry Silver. She'll have
Yeah,
Tori help him plant dirt on him and get evidence on him that he actually was the one who beat Stingray up.
yeah. I think John Kreese and Tori, and then maybe a couple other people that'll join. I'm not exactly sure. I don't think they'll open their own dojo. They might train with each other, but I don't think they'll open the dojo. And they're just trying to get back Cobra Kai. And I think the season, um, people are just gonna keep being split up in more and more and more different sections. Like people are going to disagree with each other. So now we have like all these different things, and then I think Terry Silver is doing something absolutely evil. It's going to break every single dojo, every single person, where they all have to come together and basically um, beat um, Terry Silver. I think the season will end with Terry Silver going to jail. I'm not exactly sure what he will do because actually, this is what I think is going to happen. I think at the end of the season, because I want Daniel, Johnny, and John Kreese to work together. I mean, I know they won't want to accept them in, but John Kreese knows Terry Silver the best. They've known each other for 50 years, and maybe after they know that they can't beat him on their own, that they need John Kreese to help them. And John Kreese, the enemy of your enemy is your friend. Well, Daniel, Johnny's enemy is Terry Silver and John Creasy's enemy now is Terry Silver as well. So I think that could happen. I don't think it'll happen early because clearly they will not trust him. But I think they'll eventually come with that. And seeing every single person work together, Miguel and Rob work together, maybe Sam and Tori working together. I don't think they'll become like friends in the season, but I do think they'll respect each other. Same for Miguel. I think this is the season where people are going to start like, listen, we can keep playing this game where we're just mad at each other, but it's not going to change anything because we all of us hate this guy. We all of us have been betrayed. We hate Cobra Kai, and we just need to work together to stop this. And I think season five will be the best fight. We've chosen John Kreese, and I do think the end of the season because I think the way John Kreese is going to leave the show is him dying, which I know they probably don't want to kill a main character, but I think that because we, I don't know if you've ever seen Star Wars, but one of my favorite ones was Episode 6, and that's where Darth Vader was like an ultimate villain, and then it ends with him having a redemption, and then after the redemption he dies. I think that's how they could do it to John Kreese. He has a redemption and he dies, and maybe that's why Terry Silver goes to jail. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think the end of season five is going to be? Do you think someone's going to die? How do you think? How do you think the final? Because there's always a final battle. There's always something. There's definitely not going to be an all battle this season. But what do you think the final battle is going to be?
Yeah, like you said, John Kreese might actually die, and that's why Terry Silver goes to jail. And plus, I saw a tweet one time of the writers that they said Silver would kill for Kreese, so maybe it's him actually killing him, and that's why he goes
Right.
to jail in the end.
Yeah, I think this show. I don't know how Mike Barnes will fit in all of this. Maybe Mike Barnes will get a redemption too. Maybe Mike Barnes will start working. Because I actually think Mike Barnes will actually still have. I think Mike Barnes will have a dojo because he was great at karate. I don't think he just lost some karate tournaments and then quit karate. I think he actually has his own karate dojo. Maybe we can start getting more students with that. I don't know, but I think I think Mike Barnes, I think everyone will turn on Terry Silver. Every single person. will turn on Terry Silver to fight him because I think he's just going to be so good at controlling everyone, and everyone just have to work together to stop it. But I don't know. But what I do like it, what one thing I do like about this prediction, if he goes to jail at the end of season 5, and then I think season 6, um, could have him getting out of jail, and then he gets out of jail, and this is kind of like Daredevil, by the way. So he gets out of jail, and then Johnny or someone thinks the only way to stop him is kill him because they tried to put him in jail, but it didn't work, and he's gonna keep on trying to do what he's doing. But Daniel thinks we should try to get him back in jail. Um, that was a theme explored in Daredevil season 3, where the end of season 1, Kingpin, the villain, went to jail, and then season 3 came out of jail, and then he's trying to choose: do I have to kill him or put him back to jail? So I don't think they'll kill Terry Silver. Maybe they'll put. I don't know. I just don't think he'll just go back to jail. And I don't think Terry Silver will get a redemption. I know the show, and this whole show is about redemption, but I don't think he'll get a redemption. Um, Maybe Chosen will have to kill him, like the thing they did. Because maybe that is the only way. Because I don't think there's nothing that can stop Terry Silver. Um, he's gonna keep on going, and I don't know how exactly he would get out of jail because he killed someone. Because he's really good at tricking people. So maybe he goes in court and he does a whole thing. I'm not exactly sure, but yeah. Do you think Terry Silver would die? Do you think what's the end game for Silver? Because I do think he's the end villain. Maybe they'll get a new villain. Who knows? But I think he's the end villain, and it makes sense because everyone loves Terry Silver. He's the biggest villain. How do you think his ending is going to be? Will it be redemption, go to jail, killing? What do you think his Terry Silver's end game is going to be?
I would like to say redemption, but like yeah, he's basically the fan favorite villain. So I'd say he should stay villain till the end. But I do think he might get killed in the ending.
Yeah. Um. Another theory. Well. Another thing. I keep saying this stuff, but this is like all the stuff I'm actually gonna like try to put in my episode 1 thing. But this is one thing I think will happen in this season. I don't know what season actually, but some season. I want Kenny to become like the insanest person ever, like flat out insane. I do think Sean Payne will get out of jail. I think he'll might join Cobra Kai because we need more students. If Ravi Torre is not going to be in it, we're gonna need more students. So I think might get Sean Payne. We'll have Kyler. We'll have Kenny, Piper, and then we might get those. I forgot their name, but those two people that those two people that were worked with kind of worked with Robbie, and then those people they were in
Uh,
jail.
Train
Um,
Cruz.
yeah, I think they could do to join that too because I don't know. I'm not exactly sure, but um, I think one thing they could do with Kenny, we do know that his dad is in the military, so maybe his dad dies in the military, which would be very sad. But maybe that could be Terry Silver's point to like turn him into like literally a monster because he'll have so much anger in him. And um, I think I just forgot the. I'm sorry. Kenny will become like insane, like absolute terrifying. I mean, he already kind of did it in season 4, but um, they his dad is in the military, and if he did die in the military, I think Terry Silver could make him into like Hawk season 3 level, maybe even worse. I mean, what do you think they'll do with Kenny, and his character? Because I think he could become a main character. I think he already is a main character. I think so. What do you think they're going to do with Kenny?
Yeah. Maybe I think you're right. Honestly, his dad dies in the military. He does go through some emotional times for a little while, but then he rises up. Terry Silver turns him into like a fighting machine or whatever, and he
Yeah,
just destroys basically.
yeah. I think Kenny could definitely be like the new Hawk, because we do need someone to be like really like scary in the show. Someone we do have Terry Silver, but I mean like a younger person. Um, and and I know some people might say, well, what about Kyler? I don't think Kyler's like more like a Hawk season 3 type of guy. He's definitely pretty intimidating, and he also is pretty good bully and or a pretty good villain in the show. But I don't think he's like scary. Like in season 3, um, Hawk was legitimately scary. That one scene where he got Brooks and just that was like one of my favorite scenes in Cobra Kai, which is kind of bad, but it was just amazing. So I think Kenny could be the new Hawk we're looking at, and maybe he'll get a redemption. I think he will get a redemption. Another thing I'm really curious to see is Kenny and Anthony's rivalry because now we have a new rival, and I think Anthony is going to become a main character pretty soon. I think season 5 is going to be like his best season where he starts training with Chosen, Miyagi Do, and all that stuff. And I hope he becomes more of a main character because in the early seasons he was just more of a joke, and then season 4 he had a great character arc. But in season 4, I don't want him. In season 4, he was more like a bully. I want season 5 for him to be like or a great person and start doing more karate and just becoming a better main character. And yeah, you just look at Stingray. He started out as a joke, but then he came back in an amazing way. And I think Stingray is one of the most important person in the season because he could change the whole show just by saying a word. I mean, if he told someone Terry Silver, I mean, I'm curious. Do you think Stingray will go back to Cobra Kai? Because do you think he kept his word with Terry Silver because he was scared, or that he really actually wanted to be in Cobra Kai? Like, do you think he wanted to be in Cobra Kai so much that he would go that limit? What do you think?
I mean, when he entered that dojo, he did seem enthusiastic about joining the dojo again. And when we first saw him, he was obviously defending the name of Cobra Kai. So yeah, I do think he did it to join the dojo.
Yeah, I think he could join the dojo, but y'all, I think that is a possibility. But I do think like this guy just beat him up, like almost killed him, and he's gonna go train with him, and then all his friends like Bert, Miguel, basically everyone else. No one else is there. The only person there is all basically kind of new characters he doesn't really know. So I don't know, but I don't think Stingray will be nerfed in this season. I think he'll be not like a main character, but I do think he'll have some key developments in this season. And I'm curious what they do with him. But we've been going for like 22 minutes, so we're probably gonna end it here. But real quick, I have to say something that I made up last night, which is crazy. This is like a crazy. I planned out the whole future of Cobra Kai, and it might be crazy, but let's just look at it. So we'll start with the original films, and we'll go up to the new one. Um, so the Karate Kid, 1984, Karate Kid Part 2, 1986, Karate Kid Part 3, 1989, the next Karate Kid, 1994, the Karate Kid remake, 2010, and then Cobra Kai Season 1, 2018, Season 2, 2019, um, Season 3, 2021, Season 4, 2021, and then Season 5, I think will come out somewhere in August. I actually made a video of Watch Party, and he thinks that the video he says the season is going to come out in August at the earliest, late August at the earliest. So I actually don't think it's coming out in summer because if you just watch the video, that's what he says. It makes a lot of sense. But season 6, I think 2023. But I also think 2023 we will get a Mr. Miyagi spinoff. It could just be called Mr. Miyagi, I guess. In 2024, I think we will get a Mr. Miyagi season 2. We'll get another spin-off series called Miyagi Do. So basically, I think season 6 is going to end with them doing the exact same deal that kind of made us in season 3. Like, let's just sell this on the map. And I think we'll have two spin-off series. It'll be called Miyagi Do and Eagle Fang, and it'll both be them trying to train for the All Valley. I know this is crazy. I just made it up like not that long ago, so forgive me if it's a little like sloppy. But so we'll have Miyagi Do season 1, Eagle Fang season 2. Then we'll have, and then in 2020 5 we will have the Cobra Kai movie, and the Cobra Kai movie will just be the All Valley. And I know, and I think because you look at Breaking Bad, they made 5 seasons of Breaking Bad. They made a spin-off series, Better Call Saul, with 5 seasons. Then they made a movie, and I forgot what that was called. But yeah, I think they might do that with Cobra Kai. Then I think we might get and then after the movie, I think we'll get Miyagi Do season 2, an Eagle thing season 2. Um, 20. All right, I know this is crazy. You're just gonna bear with me. 2028, we'll get season 7. 2030, the 2030, we'll get season 8, and then we'll take a huge break, and then 2048, we'll get season 9, and then 2050, we'll get season 10. So definitely the most crazy thing idea I ever had in my life. Do you think they could? Do you think? I also think we'll also get like a Cobra Kai cartoon, directed more to like kids, because I think Cobra Kai is more like a teenager, adult. I guess some kids could watch it, but I think they might make a Cobra Kai cartoon. I also think they might make Cobra Kai like comic books. I think they've already done a couple. But anyway, what do you do you? I know you probably don't like agree with everything I said, but do you think they could go that long? Do you think it'll go that long, or do you think that's impossible?
Yeah, I do think it could go that long. I would love to see a spin-off. A lot of them, honestly.
Yeah, I hope they make like a MCU kind of Cobra Kai. And I know people like want to just stick to like a couple seasons and then end it, because I know some people didn't like didn't even want season 5 because people are saying this show's becoming like too big. Honestly, I say they have a great. These writers are so good. Why not just go all loose? Make spin-offs, make movies, make prequels, make like a whole universe, and I'll be glad to watch it. I just hope this show. But realistically, I do think we might only get 7 seasons and a Mr. Miyagi spin-off, and that could be it. Maybe 8 seasons. That's just looking at kind of realistic stuff. But like you say, Cobra Kai never dies. I think this show could go on for as long as possible, and every single season they surprise me. Like you always think like, because when a new season ends, you're thinking like you're thinking of like a whole hour. Like what could they do for the next season? But every single time when they make a new season, it's always new, bright, amazing ideas. And I think they can keep on doing it. Um, but anyway, we're gonna end this video here. We were here for a long time. Um, this is our first episode of Cobra Kai Talk. We don't have a date for it. We're not gonna do like every single like Monday like Cobra Kai Network. We'll just do whenever I can. So, guys, I know a couple people. I know other Cobra Kai creators that want to do this. I'll be sure to get to you. Make sure to comment.